Hi, welcome back to my channel, Open the Door. This is episode 59. This is going to be some grounding techniques for empaths. So if you've watched most of my episodes anyway, you might remember, it was episode 33, where I talked about the difference between empathy and being an empath. And as I talked about being an empath, I am one. I discussed a little bit the need for empaths to do something called grounding because, well, I'll remind you why here in just a second. But, being an empath means having a heightened ability to sense and absorb emotions and energies and physical sensations of others. That's right. It means having a deep compassion and understanding and a strong connection to all living beings. But it can be overwhelming, so grounding is needed. And in episode 33, I mentioned that I would do a separate episode with some techniques for grounding, and that's what this episode is, episode 59. It's taken me a while to circle back around, but I'm here now. So if you're an empath or you're just curious about grounding techniques in general, anyone can use these techniques. You don't need to be an empath to do this. So this is going to be a pretty brief episode, but hopefully with some good information for you. So grounding is bringing our awareness and our energy to the present moment, being mindful, everybody, and reconnecting with our body and the physical world. And what it does for empaths is it helps us to feel more stable and centered and less scattered in our emotions and our thoughts. These grounding techniques, when practiced regularly, help us to maintain balance and protect our energy. Grounding creates a sense of connection to the earth or our immediate environment. Effective grounding techniques prevent us from feeling overwhelmed when we're in large groups or crowds. So overall, what grounding does is it calms your nervous system and it creates stability in your thought patterns and in your emotions as well. So if an empath doesn't ground regularly, these kind of things can come about. Feeling emotionally overwhelmed, feeling our energy drained, difficulty distinguishing between our own emotions and those of others, increased stress and anxiety, physical symptoms possibly picked up from others, a feeling of burnout, having mood swings, or issues with setting boundaries with others. So let's get to the meat of the story here. Grounding techniques. So these are things that everyone can do, whether you're an empath or not, to help you gain a more sense of stability and grounding. So breath work, using your breath as a tool, and see some of my former meditation videos if you'd like to learn how to do that. When you combine breath work with relaxation of the body, it definitely helps to bring a stable sense of grounding. So another technique would be to take walks or sit outside in nature. Nature has a calming and restorative effect on the body, the mind, and the spirit. So visualization, which can be used when you're doing your breath work, where you're scanning your body for any tension, and you can ultimately, once you've completed the relaxation technique, use visualization to see yourself surrounded in a bubble of pure white love and light, or maybe see it in your mind's eye as a cozy blanket surrounding you in safety and security. So those are examples of visualization that you can do to get grounded. Physical activity is a great way to achieve being grounded. Through gentle movement like yoga and tai chi, of course walking releases energy and centers our awareness, but for some people it might be more rigorous type of physical activity beyond just yoga or walking. There's a technique called earthing, where we're physically touching the ground or immerse our body in water to discharge excess energy. And when we're grounding and physically touching the earth, we're receiving energy as well from the planet, from Mother Earth. So body scanning, as I mentioned, with the visualization to release any tension, starting with the top of the head and moving your way all the way down to the toes. Protective visualization, where you're surrounded in that bubble of pure white light. Using mindfulness, doing simple tasks and being aware in the present moment helps you to anchor your attention and help you stay grounded. Also, journaling, where you write your feelings to release emotional energy, helps to distinguish between your feelings and those feelings you might have picked up of others. So, carrying a variety of crystals and or minerals can help to absorb negative energies. So things like smoky quartz, hematite, tourmaline, amethyst, and labradorite are all effective in absorbing negative energies and helping you to balance your own energy and achieve that sense of grounding. So this is just a list of some techniques. I'm going to make a separate episode next with a meditation for grounding. So this is it for this episode. I'm going to stop here, and as I said, I'll record a separate episode with a meditation for grounding for anyone that would like to try that. So I hope you're doing well. Thanks again for joining me. We're coming up on episode 60 in the next one, so that's pretty exciting, I guess. But anyway, I hope you're well. I wish you peace, love, and light. I'll see you again soon. So bye for now.